The system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. On 1st and 10, Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 12. Play action. It's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there. And right away, he lost the football. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And here come the Redskins now. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Now Prescott. And it's caught. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll get it up the middle, and he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Smith on first down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point, good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is taken at his 4. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gostkowski for the point after. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game. Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest? 2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman. Oh, yeah, then with the Eagles. That's right. Then gets it. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when a few things has gone right defensively. Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be 3rd down. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing,
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A dump off to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Justin Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, this is Geis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jalen Smith in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Hey. Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I said, hey, back up. Hey, take your shot now, back the huddle.
Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what it says on the screen.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Good list. Orange.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. 20! Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down. Or if they just...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Again, it's Elliott. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Prescott, and the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. He finds an opening past the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Smith now to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To the air again, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throw.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Floating one, incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. Again, Smith. That is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. Muscles him off. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out now come the Redskins. On 1st and 10, Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game.
The ball comes out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Well, Prescott here to throw. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing here, Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were...
And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
46.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. The 20. Throws right side, and that's complete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500.